Hey everyone, welcome back to Daily Cup English.
Hi guys, we're so happy you're here with us today.
Yeah, thanks for joining us again. Whether you're at home, on the bus, or just relaxing, we're glad you're listening.
And if you're new here, don't forget to follow our podcast and subscribe to our channel.
We post new episodes every single day so you can practice English daily.
Daily practice, small steps, big progress.
Nice slogan, Chloe.
Thank you. I just made it up.
You should write that down.
Maybe I will.
All right, guys, so today's topic is something many learners struggle with.
Yes, vocabulary.
More specifically, learn vocabulary the smart way.
Ooh, I like this topic. But also, I feel a little guilty.
Guilty? Why?
Because I used to learn vocabulary in a very not smart way.
Oh, really? I think many people feel the same.
Yeah, I think so too.
So today, we're going to talk about better ways to learn vocabulary.
We'll share our experiences, our opinions, and maybe argue a little bit.
Just a little friendly argument.
Always friendly.
So grab your coffee, relax, and let's get started.
Okay, I'll go first. Let me tell you how I used to learn vocabulary.
All right, I'm ready.
So, I had a notebook, a big one.
That already sounds serious.
Oh, it was very serious. I wrote down hundreds of words.
Hundreds?
Yes, every day I added new words.
Wow, that's a lot of effort.
Yeah, but here's the problem. I didn't really remember them.
Ah, the classic problem.
I would study a word today, and tomorrow it was gone.
Like magic.
Yes, bad magic.
So what did you do?
I tried harder. I wrote the words again and again.
Did that help?
Not much. I felt tired and honestly a little bored.
Yeah, that sounds boring.
It was. Sometimes I looked at my notebook and thought, I don't want to do this.
That's not a good feeling.
No, it's not. Learning should be fun, right?
At least a little fun, yeah.
But for me, it felt like homework all the time.
Did you use those words in real life?
Not really.
So you learned them but didn't use them?
Exactly. I just memorized them.
That's probably why you forgot them.
Yeah, I think so too.
Can you give an example?
Sure, I learned words like purchase instead of buy.
Okay.
But in real life, I still said buy.
So purchase just stayed in your notebook.
Yes, it lived there. Alone.
Poor word.
I know, right?
So did you ever try to use it?
I tried once, and it felt strange.
Why?
Because it didn't feel natural for me.
That makes sense.
So after some time, I stopped using my notebook.
You gave up?
Yeah, I felt like it didn't work.
That must have been frustrating.
It was. I thought, maybe I'm just bad at learning vocabulary.
But that's not true.
Yeah, now I know that. But at that time, I felt really stuck.
A lot of learners feel like that.
Yeah, I think so too.
So what changed?
Well, I started to look for new ways to learn.
And that's where the smart way comes in.
Exactly. Oh no, I said it again.
It's okay, we'll forgive you this time.
Thank you.
All right, Chloe, now it's my turn.
Okay, I'm ready. Teach me your smart way.
I'll try, but first I want to say something a little different.
Oh, I'm curious.
I don't think learning a lot of vocabulary is the most important thing.
Wait, what? That sounds wrong already.
See, I knew you would say that.
Of course, vocabulary is everything, right? Not,
Everything.
explain that.
Okay, imagine this. You know 1,000 English words,
That sounds great.
but you don't know how to use them in a sentence.
Oh,
So when you speak, you stop, you think, and you feel nervous.
yeah, that happens a lot.
Now imagine something else. You only know 100 words.
Only 100?
Yes, but you can use them very well.
Like simple sentences?
Exactly. You can speak smoothly even if your sentences are simple.
That actually sounds better.
Right. Communication is the goal.
Not just knowing words.
Yes.
Okay, I see your point now.
So for me, learning vocabulary is not about quantity.
It's about quality?
Yes, that's the word.
Nice.
If you learn a word, you should know how to use it.
In real life.
Exactly.
Oh no, now you said it.
Yeah, I walked into that one.
So how do you learn words differently?
I focus on useful words first.
What do you mean by useful?
Words that I can use every day.
Like eat, go, work?
Yes, and also phrases like, I'm tired, I need help, let's go.
Oh, phrases again.
Yes, because people don't speak in single words.
That's true.
We speak in chunks, in small groups of words.
So learning phrases is better than learning single words?
In many cases, yes.
I didn't think about that before.
Also, when you learn phrases, you learn grammar at the same time.
Oh, that's smart.
See, now you're using that word again.
I can't stop.
It's okay. It's part of your vocabulary now.
Yeah, a very strong part.
Another thing I do is I don't try to remember everything.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if I forget a word, it's okay.
Really?
Yes, if the word is important, I will see it again.
That sounds less stressful.
It is. Learning should not feel like pressure all the time.
I like that idea.
Also, I don't stop when I don't know a word.
What do you do then?
I try to explain it in another way.
Oh, like using simple words?
Yes, for example, if I don't know chef.
You say a person who cooks.
Exactly.
That's actually very useful.
It helps you keep speaking.
And you don't feel stuck.
Right.
Okay, I think I understand your idea now.
So, what do you think?
I think I still believe vocabulary is important.
But
But maybe I don't need to learn so many words at once.
that's a good start.
And maybe I should focus more on using them.
Now you're talking.
Wow, I feel like I've been learning the wrong way for so long.
Not wrong, just not effective.
That's a nicer way to say it.
I try to be nice.
Sometimes.
Okay, Liam, I understand your idea, but I still have a question.
Go ahead.
If I don't learn many new words, how can I improve my English?
Good question.
Because when I listen to movies or podcasts, there are so many words I don't know.
That's normal.
But it makes me feel like I need to learn more vocabulary fast.
I get that feeling, but learning fast is not always good.
I don't know. I feel like more words equals better English.
Okay, let's talk about that.
All right, I'm ready.
Let's say you learn 20 new words today,
Sounds productive.
but tomorrow you forget 15 of them.
Okay, that's true.
So how many words do you really have now?
Only 5.
Right.
That's a little sad.
It is. Now imagine something else.
Okay.
You learned 5 words today, but you use them many times.
Like in speaking.
Yes, speaking, writing, even thinking.
Thinking in English?
Exactly.
Oh no, we said it again.
It's okay. It's an important idea.
All right.
So those 5 words become part of your real vocabulary.
Not just book vocabulary.
Yes, active vocabulary.
Okay, that sounds stronger.
So the question is, do you want many weak words or fewer strong words?
When you say it like that,
Yeah?
I think I want strong words.
Good answer.
But wait, I still don't fully agree with you.
Of course you don't.
Because sometimes I want to understand movies better.
That's fair.
And for that, I need more vocabulary.
Yes, you do.
So I should learn more words, right?
Yes, but slowly.
Slowly again.
I know it's not exciting.
I want fast results.
Everyone does.
So is there no fast way?
There is, but it's not magic.
Tell me.
The fast way is to learn smart and be consistent.
That sounds like hard work.
It is, but it works.
I was hoping for an easier answer.
Sorry to disappoint you.
It's okay, I forgive you.
Thank you.
But I still think learning a lot of words can be useful.
I agree.
Wait, you agree?
Yes, learning more words is good if you don't forget them.
Ah, that's the problem.
Exactly.
So the real problem is not learning words, it's keeping them.
Yes, that's it.
Now we're getting somewhere.
So maybe we both have a point.
I think so.
You focus on using words,
And I focus on learning new words.
so the best way is both.
Yes, balance. Wow, we didn't fight too much.
I'm a little disappointed.
Me too. I wanted more drama.
Maybe next episode.
Deal.
But I think this is important for our listeners.
Yeah.
Don't try to learn everything at once.
And don't ignore new vocabulary either.
Find your balance.
Learn and use.
Simple, but powerful.
I like that.
Me too. All right, Chloe, now that we agree on balance, let's talk about some smart ways to learn vocabulary.
Yes, please. I need this.
Okay, first one, learn vocabulary in context.
You said that before, but I want to understand it better.
Sure. So instead of learning one word alone, learn it in a sentence.
Like a full sentence?
Yeah, for example, don't just learn tired.
Okay.
Learn, I'm really tired after work.
Oh, that feels more natural.
Exactly. You can imagine the situation.
And maybe I can use it right away.
That's the idea.
I like this already.
Good. Second, learn through listening.
Like podcasts again?
Yes, like Daily Cup English.
Nice plug again.
I have to do my job.
Fair enough.
When you listen every day, you hear how words are used.
Not just the meaning, but also the feeling.
Yes, the tone, the situation, everything.
Sometimes I hear the same phrase many times and then suddenly I remember it.
That's natural repetition.
Not forcing it.
Exactly.
Okay, what's next?
Third, connect words to your life.
You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, because it's very powerful.
Can you give another example?
Sure. Let's say you learn the word busy.
Okay.
Don't just think busy equals having a lot to do.
Right.
Think about your own life, like, I'm busy this week.
Oh, that's true for me.
See? Now the word has meaning for you.
Yeah, it feels personal.
And personal things are easier to remember.
Okay, I like this one a lot.
Good.
What else?
Fourth, use the words as soon as possible.
Even if I'm not sure?
Yes, even if you make mistakes.
That's scary.
I know, but it's important.
I usually wait until I feel confident.
That can take a long time.
Yeah, sometimes forever.
Exactly. So just try.
Okay, I'll try to be brave.
That's the spirit.
Can I share something?
Of course.
Recently, I started talking to myself in English.
Oh, that's a great method.
Really? I thought it was a little weird.
Maybe a little, but it works.
I say things like, I'm cooking now, or I need coffee.
That's perfect.
It helps me use simple words every day.
And that builds your confidence.
Yeah, I feel more comfortable speaking.
Another smart method, learn with stories.
Stories?
Yeah, short stories, simple stories.
Why stories?
Because your brain loves stories.
That's true. I remember stories more than lists.
Exactly. Words in a story have context, emotion, and meaning.
So it's easier to remember them.
Yes.
You know what? This is so different from my old way.
The notebook life?
Yes, the painful notebook life.
Hey, notebooks are not bad.
Yeah, but I used them the wrong way.
That's the key. It's not the tool, it's how you use it.
Wow, that sounds deep.
I try sometimes.
So let me check if I understand everything.
Go ahead.
Learn in context.
Yes.
Listen every day.
Right.
Connect words to my life.
Good.
Use words quickly.
Yes.
And learn with stories.
Perfect.
Wow, that's a lot better than just writing words again and again.
I think so too.
I feel more motivated now.
That's great to hear.
Maybe learning vocabulary can be fun after all.
It should be fun.
Okay, I'm ready to change my way.
I'm proud of you.
Don't be too proud. I just started.
Fair enough. All right, Chloe, now I'm curious.
About what?
You said you want to change your way of learning vocabulary.
Yes.
Did you already try some of these methods?
Actually, yes.
Oh, really? That was fast.
I told you I want fast results.
All right, tell me what you did.
Okay, so first I stopped writing long word lists.
That's a big step.
Yeah, my notebook is a little lonely now.
Poor notebook again.
I know, but now I use it differently.
How?
I write full sentences instead of single words.
Nice.
For example, I learned the word late.
Okay,
So I wrote, I'm late for work.
that's perfect.
And then I said it out loud a few times.
Did it help?
Yes, the next day I still remembered it.
That's a good sign.
And I also tried talking to myself more.
Still talking to yourself?
Yes, every day.
What do you usually say?
Simple things like, I'm hungry or I need to go out.
That's great practice.
At first, it felt strange,
I can imagine.
but now it feels normal.
That's how habits work.
Oh, and I tried something else.
Tell me.
I watched a short video in English.
Nice.
Not too long, just a few minutes.
Good choice.
And I didn't try to understand every word.
That's important.
I only focused on a few useful phrases.
That's very smart.
Like, that makes sense, or I don't think so.
Oh, those are very useful.
Yeah, and I started using them in daily conversation.
Did it feel natural?
At first, a little awkward,
That's normal.
but after a few times, it felt better.
I'm really impressed, Chloe.
Really?
Yeah, you're doing all the right things.
Wow, thank you.
See, you don't need to learn 50 words a day.
Yeah, just a few, but use them well.
Exactly.
What about you, Liam? How did you learn vocabulary?
My way was a little different.
Tell me your story.
When I was learning another language, I made a lot of mistakes.
Like what?
I tried to translate everything.
Oh, I do that too.
Yeah, it's a common habit.
Did it help?
Not really. It slowed me down.
Yeah, sometimes I feel stuck when I translate.
So I changed my method.
What did you do?
I started thinking in simple sentences.
Even with limited vocabulary?
Yes.
Was it difficult?
At first, yes, but then it became easier. I also used repetition in daily life.
Natural repetition?
Exactly.
Give me an example.
If I learned the word cold, I would use it many times.
Like,
It's cold today. My hands are cold. I don't like cold weather.
oh, that's a good idea.
Same word, different sentences.
So the word becomes stronger in your memory.
Yes.
I think I understand now.
Yeah?
Learning vocabulary is not just studying.
It's using.
Yes,
Also, I didn't worry too much about mistakes.
that's hard for me.
I know, but mistakes help you learn faster.
I'm starting to believe that. You know what's interesting?
What?
Before, I studied more but learned less.
And now?
Now, I study less but I remember more.
That's the power of smart learning.
Okay, I said it again.
It's okay. This time it fits perfectly.
Good.
I think our listeners can try these methods too.
Yeah, start small
Use simple words.
and practice every day.
That's all you need.
All right, Chloe. We've talked about good methods.
Yeah, the smart way.
Yes, but now let's talk about something important.
Let me guess. Mistakes?
Exactly.
Oh no, I think I've made a lot of them.
That's okay. Everyone does. So what do you think is a common mistake when learning vocabulary?
I think the biggest one is learning too many words at once.
Yes, that's a big one.
Like me before. I tried to learn 20, 30 words a day.
And then forgot most of them.
Exactly.
That's very common. Another mistake is learning words without using them.
Oh yeah, that was also me.
You just keep them in your notebook.
And never speak them.
Right.
It's like collecting words but not using them.
That's a good way to say it.
I have another one.
Go ahead.
Focusing too much on difficult words.
Oh, that's a great point.
Sometimes I wanted to sound smart.
So you learned big, complicated words?
Yes, but I didn't even use them.
That happens a lot.
Now I think simple words are more useful.
Absolutely. Here's another mistake. Being afraid to make mistakes.
Wait, that sounds funny.
I know, but it's true.
Yeah, I used to be scared to speak
Why?
because I didn't want to say the wrong word.
That fear can stop you from learning.
Yeah, I stayed quiet too often.
But when you don't speak,
You don't improve.
exactly.
Now I try to speak more, even if it's not perfect.
That's the right mindset.
I think another mistake is translating too much.
Yes, that's a big one.
Sometimes I hear a word and I immediately think in my language.
And then you get stuck.
Yes, my brain becomes slow.
That's why it's better to think in simple English.
Even if it's not perfect?
Yes, keep it simple.
Oh, I have one more.
Let's hear it.
Not reviewing words.
Good one.
Sometimes I learn a word and then never see it again.
And then it disappears.
Yes, like it never existed.
That's why repetition is important.
But natural repetition, right?
Right, through listening, reading, and speaking.
Wow, there are so many mistakes.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Because now we know them.
And we can avoid them.
So let's summarize.
Good idea.
Don't learn too many words at once.
Yes?
Don't just memorize, use the words.
Right.
Don't focus only on difficult words.
Keep it simple.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Very important.
And don't forget to review.
Perfect summary.
I wish I knew all this earlier.
Better late than never.
True.
And our listeners can start today.
Yes, start small, but start now.
All right, Chloe. We've talked about methods and mistakes.
Yeah, a lot of things today.
So now I think it's time to encourage our listeners a little.
Yes, because learning vocabulary can feel hard sometimes.
Very true.
I remember when I felt stuck. I almost wanted to give up.
That happens to many people.
Yeah, especially when you study a lot but don't see progress.
That can be really frustrating. But here's the thing. Learning a language takes time.
Yeah, there's no shortcut,
Not really.
even if we want one.
Yeah, we all want fast results, but small progress every day is powerful.
Like learning just a few words but using them well.
Exactly.
That feels more real.
Also, you don't need to be perfect.
Oh, that's important.
Perfection can slow you down.
I used to wait until I felt ready to speak.
And
I was never ready,
that's the problem. You become ready by practicing.
not by waiting.
Exactly.
I think confidence is also important.
Yes.
Even if your vocabulary is small, you can still communicate.
Simple English is still good English.
I like that.
Another thing, don't compare yourself to others.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Everyone learns at a different speed,
Some people learn fast, some learn slowly.
and that's okay.
Before, I saw people speaking very well and I felt bad.
But now,
Now I focus on my own progress.
that's the right mindset. Also, make learning part of your daily life.
Like listening to English every day?
Yes, even 10 to 15 minutes.
That's not too much.
But if you do it every day, it makes a big difference.
I think consistency is more important than intensity.
Wow, that's a great sentence.
Thank you. I'm learning.
You really are.
So, to our listeners, don't worry if your vocabulary is not perfect.
Just keep going.
Use simple words.
Practice every day.
And don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Because mistakes are part of learning.
Not something to avoid.
Exactly.
And remember, learning can be fun.
It should be fun.
Watch movies, listen to podcasts,
Talk to yourself.
even if it feels a little funny.
Yeah, it's okay to be a little funny.
I think the most important thing is don't stop.
Yes, keep moving forward,
Step by step.
day by day.
All right, Chloe. I think we've covered a lot today.
Yeah, this was a really helpful topic.
We talked about learning vocabulary the smart way,
Shared our experiences,
had a little debate,
and also talked about common mistakes.
plus some motivation for our listeners.
So if you remember one thing from today,
Don't just learn words.
use them.
That's the key.
And don't try to learn too much at once.
Keep it simple,
Learn a few words.
but use them many times.
I feel like I learned a lot today.
Me too.
And I'm going to change how I study vocabulary.
I'm sure you will do great.
Thank you. I'll try my best.
All right, guys, before we go,
Don't forget to follow our podcast.
and subscribe to our channel, Daily Cup English.
We post new episodes every single day to help you improve your English step by step.
So make sure you don't miss the next one.
And if you enjoyed this episode,
Share it with your friends.
or listen to it again for more practice.
That's always a good idea.
Thanks again for listening today.
We really appreciate your time.
Keep learning
Keep practicing.
and keep believing in yourself.
All right, that's it for today.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, guys.